Okay, so today I want to talk to you about one subject that is super dear to my heart, because this is something that I have been going through and some of my clients have also been going through, and I think it is really important for you to listen this, especially if you have been in the situation maybe when you were a child that you maybe wanted to pursue something, you want to pursue a career that was really aligned with you and you just felt it as a child, because that moment you don't rationalize, you don't say I want that career because that will gonna make me a lot of money, or I want that career because that's just my passion. Like, you don't rationalize, it's just natural to you. So it's normally the career that you are meant to pursue. And many times it happens that our parents, as much as they want to help us and because they have been going through their own journey, they direct us to pursue a career that may seem as a good fit from their perspective and maybe it's not a good fit for us. And as children, maybe we don't really rationalize this. Like, we don't really understand, okay, I should listen my own heart and I should go to do the career that I want instead of listening my parents and doing what they believe that I should pursue. And this is a problem that it happens a lot, and a lot of people are going through life and they are going into careers that they are not necessarily a fit for them, just because they were influenced while they were little, or just because in one moment they just choose the direction of going on a path to make money and not necessarily pursue their passion. Or maybe they believed that could be a passion, but it turned out that it's not necessarily their true passion. And I really want to talk to you about this because it's really important to follow your passion. And I can tell you that if you're not following your passion, it doesn't matter how much money you want to make or how much money you are making. If you're not connected with your passion, in one moment you're gonna probably break down, and maybe in one moment you will have an awakening and you will be like, what the hell did I do with my life? I'm doing what other people told me to do and I'm still not doing what I was supposed to do, what I felt that I was called to do. And I don't want that to happen to you, so that's why I recorded this episode, because it happens to all of us, right? Our parents have their good intentions, they are trying to protect us, they are trying to direct us in a way that they consider that it is best for us, but maybe it's not the best for us. Maybe we have our own path, and we all have our own path. Like, nobody can know better than we know. Like, we can give advice as coaches, we can share our knowledge and our insights, but at the same time, internally, we know ourselves what is best for us, what is the best route to go through. Sometimes we don't have all the information, so that is normal. Sometimes we just need to make more research, or we need to have a coach to really learn those career paths that exist in order for us to pursue them. And it can be a career path, or it can be a niche, right? It's like it is in business, or it can be in the career when you're like having a job. But mostly I want to talk about when you're in business, because this is most of my audience, and at the same time, I'm in business as well. So considering that the moment you're in business, or you're trying to build a business, maybe you don't have clients, and that could be one of the reasons, right? You may be in the situation where you don't have clients just because you're trying to push to do something that is maybe not fully aligned to your true purpose, your true calling. And it's not your fault. You're doing your best, you're trying your best. First of all, doing something that the majority of people are not doing, trying to build a business, not only for the reason of going and pursuing your freedom, but really to help other people. And that is something that I want to applaud you for, because it's something that not everyone is doing. So that's why I love working with coaches. That's why I love connecting with coaches and people who are here to transform the world and do better in this world. So if you have been on this path, if you wanted to pursue something and somehow your path led to other places, and maybe you used some of the skills that you had naturally, or the skills that you felt that they are aligned with your passion, but you may have also used other skills that you have learned on your way. It's okay to learn new things on your way, right? It's okay to add new things from where you were when you were a child. That is normal. That is something that helps you in your development. So that is totally fine. But at your core, if you're not doing that passion, that you remember yourself, like when you think about yourself when you're like 6 years old, and maybe you went to your parents and you said, father, or mother, right? Yeah, I want to be this when I grow up. Think about what you actually wanted to be when you said that moment. What was it in your heart that felt right? You probably did something right. You played with who knows what, or you just read something and in one moment you had like an aha moment and you went to the closest person to you and you just said, I want to be this when I grow up. Or maybe you're in school and the teacher asked, what do you want to become when you grow up? And then you're getting the answer. Not all schools have counselors. Like where I grew up, we didn't have a counselor to tell us what would be a good career for us. I had to learn myself, doing trial and error, going to pursue a university. I finished city planning, but my desire has always been to be a psychologist and an artist. There was a combination of both because this is what I felt like. This was my childhood dream. This is what I wanted. I hid myself while I was a child because of psychology, and I just felt that I want to help others as well. But I didn't realize that at the end I was doing it anyway. Like with a degree or without a degree, I was doing it anyway because it's just a natural skill and it's just the natural way of going to find information regarding human beings and regarding behaviors and helping them out, how to align to their purpose or uncover their blocks and overcome those blocks, any obstacles that they are coming in their way that keeps them from pursuing their dreams or achieving the goals that they want. And while strategy is important and while plans are important, there's also this root cause that creates most of our results. So think about what was your childhood dream? What was something that you really wanted to pursue that maybe somehow you haven't been able to do it, or if you have been able to do it, you've done it in a way that it was not 100% the way you actually have seen it. And I want you to know that it's not too late. It's not too late. It's never too late. It may feel like, especially if you went in a specific direction, and then you may have got some fruits from there and you are happy with the fruits, but at the same time your heart is calling you for something more. Just do that. Just do that. The thing is, you're gonna get more fruits the moment you follow what your heart desires. You will be happy. Then the happier you are, the happier people around you are. The happier the environment it is, the better it is. Like you're taking care of your well-being, and other people are also happier and their well-being as well is raised in this way. Because don't think that one of your decisions doesn't affect your environment. Don't think that one career doesn't affect the rest. I can tell you that everything affects, because once you pick the wrong career, you're gonna be in the wrong environment with the wrong people. Why? Because it's not something aligned to you. You're near people who have other interests than actually you have, and you're hiding your interests, or you feel inadequate by having those interests because it doesn't fit with the rest. And anyone would feel like this. Do you remember that story with the ugly duck, which actually was a swan? Basically, everyone was like making fun of the little duck because it was looking ugly from the perspective of the other ducks. And when the duck started growing, actually it transformed into a swan because it was not a duck, it was a swan. So this is exactly how you would feel if you're in the wrong environment. You may be the swan, but people may treat you like the ugly duck because they just don't understand you, or maybe you keep things in yourself because others are not aligned with your own interests and your own passions. And then you pursue a career and you pursue a business and you do that and you do the rest. And then in one moment you find yourself further away from where you felt and from where you truly are, from where you are truly supposed to be. It's okay to add new knowledge. It's okay to expand your interests. Like, I'm not saying staying in a box. If you have a dream as a child and that was your dream, just stay in that dream and that's it, and not expand your horizons, I'm always saying to look at any possibility, right? But always keep in mind what is in your heart and what was in your heart, and see how actually everything is connected with everything. If you don't have the right people in your life, it may be because of this. If you don't feel that you live in the place where you want to live, it may be because of this. If you're struggling to make money, it may be because of this. If you're struggling to attract clients, it may be because of this. So the importance of really finding your passion, and not only finding it, because I believe that somehow inside of you, you know this. Maybe you forgot, maybe you don't know how to articulate it, maybe you're not sure how you can make money with it. Maybe you may think that it's not a profitable niche or something like this. But all niches are profitable, first of all. And second of all, it may be that you need help to discover that, to uncover it. And that's totally okay. We all go through that. We all go through that, especially if we were not pushed, because at the end there were our decisions, but more like in that moment we chose something that was not our first instinct. It was more about what other people wanted from us. And we believe that was maybe the best, because basically they know better. That's what we may have had in our minds in that moment. So it's okay, right? It's not your fault. There are people that they can find their path and they can find their calling and they can pursue it, and they are absolutely happy at any age in life. And it doesn't have to be on a traditional way that you have to go back to school and learn, and then after you graduate and you have a career and so on and so forth. No. These days, even if you're just putting yourself on YouTube or you create a podcast or something, you're already seen like an expert. But I'm not saying also to go and do this thing to seem like an expert. I'm still saying to you, it's okay to start sharing what you feel more passionate about and let your journey evolve in that way. You can be a coach who can help people with that passion that you had. It's not only about the passion itself. I know I'm speaking about the passion a lot, and I'm speaking about the heart's desire and the childhood dream. But the thing is, you may get multiple interests over time, right? Being in the wrong environment or in an environment combined with the good one and the wrong one, let's say. And in one moment you may find yourself that, okay, you have this interest, you have this passion, and multiple other passions, I don't know if passions, but other interests are coming and they come together, right? And yes, it can come that you can have a beautiful niche out of it, and you can create a beautiful niche out of it. But there is also the point that you have to look if all those interests and all that path that you're starting to create is leading to something that is in your core values. And why the core values are so important in this case? It's because I can tell you 100% that if you have a passion, your core values will be aligned with that passion. If you add interest to that passion and you are going in that direction with those interests and that passion, you may find out that some of those interests have different core values that don't align with your main core values. So here's an example. Let's say you are into spirituality and you love helping people, right? Since we are speaking about this, discovering their passions, their gifts, their talents, and be able to pursue them. And if you like to do this and you're an advocate for helping people live aligned with their well-being and improve their well-being in this way, but you may have also interest in marketing, in business, in other fields, in finances. The thing is great to have those interests, but you have to decide, will you help people find their path and go on this path, have this well-being, or will you have them make money? Of course, you can do both, right? You can do both. I'm helping clients attract clients while improving also their well-being, because I'm passionate about both. But you can also think about if they are in contrast. If you're all into the spirituality part and you are not really interested in helping people making money. If you're not interested in that area, maybe you really don't put value on money, then you have to go on the path of spirituality in that case. If you also care about money, and we all care about all the areas, it's not like we don't care at all, but think about like your core values really deep, and think about if you really care about. If you think about deep down, not as a way of I need money, in a way of I care about money, I love money, I want money, like in a completely different way. I know money for me is not in my top priorities, but at the same time, helping people and helping them align with their purpose and be able to do something that is aligned to their passions, their heart's desire, their childhood dream, it is. But most people are thinking that if they are trying to do that, then they will not be able to get clients. And even though they get on this path of starting the business and trying to help people, and maybe they went on the wrong direction, the moment that they change their niche and they want to do the niche that is really in their heart, they stop themselves because they think that they may not be able to make money. They may not be able to attract clients. So for this reason, I became passionate also about helping them with that side as well. But for me, it will always be about helping people improve their well-being in this way. What really satisfies me is to see them that they were able to do something that they loved instead of something that the society told them to do, or like they were influenced to do, or becoming someone else than they are. When I see them that they live aligned to their values, that they are paid for their gifts, their talents, their skills, teaching others and really helping people, that's what satisfies me, right? So think about yourself. Think about your childhood dream, your core values, about your interests that you added afterward on your way. How those things align or are misaligned. While it may sound at the beginning that they're a little bit in conflict, if your desire leads to bring all those interests together, then it's okay. Like I give you the example with my niche. But if those interests, new interests, are in conflict with your internal desire and passion, then stop doing the stuff that is not aligned to you. Because it will not get better, it will not bring you clients, it will not bring you money, it will not bring you anything, and it will only isolate you more. And I don't want that to happen to you. So I hope this is something that can help you reconnect to who you are, reconnect to that part of you that you may have left behind, thinking that maybe other things were more important or urgent. And trust your instinct, trust your intuition, and go for it. Whatever it is, go for it. In any niche, you can make money. In any situation, you can make money. Don't let money drive you. You can let your heart drive you. And when you let your heart drive you, the money will find a way to come to you. Thank you.